People are working with that mentality that school is a scam, and that thought alone, that is a scam. School is not a scam. That thought of saying school is a scam, that is the scam. Because it cannot beat somebody that the quality of the work they are offering is different. It's not by the hardness of the work, but by quality of your work. Education will make you to have a kind of quality knowledge, a kind of knowledge that is hard for somebody to acquire except they study. What are you going to school for? Because why? You need to check yourself. Why am I going to school? Why do I need to be educated? Because if you don't know the reason for your education, you are not going to do what it takes to be educated. Me, I thought that I was smart, I was thug, I was this, I was that. But bro, what is a big boy? What is a big dog? A big boy is somebody that has responsibility. It's not somebody that have the mentality of when we reach there we go cross am. You know, that is not a big boy, that is a childish character. A big boy is somebody that takes responsibility for his actions, for his future, for his goals, for his destiny. That is a big boy. Ayo, Phil keeps speaking the facts. Hello guys, what's up? Well, in case you don't know, it's me, Israel Favor, and I'm here to talk about something very interesting today. I want to be talking about education. And yes, these books you are seeing here, yes, not by mistake. It's intentionally because right now I'm studying a lot this period. I find myself studying a lot. I'm in the process of trying to take jam, so I'm studying a lot this process. So why did I make this video anyway? This is why. From where I come from, I don't know about where you are, but where I come from, over here, we underestimate the effect or the importance of education. We underrate it. There's one popular saying school is a scam, which means that just because we tend to see, it's normal to see a graduate driving a bike. If you are in Nigeria, you will understand what I mean by driving a bike. We have these people like the way taxi they drive, yes, but they use bike to carry people around transportation. So seeing a graduate now doing a kind of local job because there is no job opportunity in the country, it developed a mentality in the country that school is scam, that no matter how anybody goes to school, they are not going to see any opportunity or any place to work in. So people are working with that mentality that school is a scam, and that thought alone, that is a scam. School is not a scam. That thought of saying school is a scam, that is the scam. Because let me tell you something. Do you know the power of education? Let me make you to understand. Well, let me give a practical view of what I'm trying to explain. Let me just say we have somebody working as a carpenter under the sun, trying to make a cage for a dog. He's working very hard, he's sweating, while there is another person close to that person or close to the building that person is working at. There's this person inside that building, is under the AC, sitting down comfortably, have a desk in front of him, and is working. And the person sitting comfortably now in his own office, having air condition, everything perfect, that person might earn up to $500,000 in the end of the month, while that person is suffering in the sun, trying to work hard, might earn just 5,000 naira for that month if he does not see another work. Or even though if you see another work, it cannot beat somebody that the quality of the work they are offering is different. You see, for example, it's not by the hardness of the work, but by quality of your work. How will I put it now? Education will make you to have a kind of quality knowledge, a kind of knowledge that is hard for somebody to acquire except they study. You can't wake up one day and say you want to become a banker, true or false? True. Because why? You need to go through the process. So if you say you want to be a banker, it's fine. But are you ready to go to school and learn how to be a banker? So you see, now you now if you are educated as a banker, you will see that you will not easily see other people that are willing to take that step that you take. So there is a chance that you will have a job opportunity, because most people now they just feel discouraged and they just step back. Now I want to make you to understand that life is all about wisdom. If you don't apply wisdom to anything you are doing, you might keep sweating for the rest of your life. How will I put it now? You now you are working in a company. The manager, he does not do anything, he's just managing everything. Okay, he does not do any hard work. Okay, now the manager, they pays the manager more than the people doing the actual work. Why? Because the quality of work or service that the manager is offering is different from the kind of one you are offering. Anybody can knock a nail with a hammer, but not everybody can keep account of every transaction that happens in the bank. Not everybody can do accounting. You see, anybody can come and say that, okay, let me try to drive this car and take you to anywhere you are going. You see, we have many people doing it. That is why the value of the payment is low. But there is kind of quality knowledge that you will have. It will give you a advantage in earning. I don't know if you understand me so far. What I'm trying to say is that I want you to have this mentality that school is not a scam. School is not a scam, number one. And another thing is that, what are you going to school to do for? Or what are you going to school for? Because why? You need to check yourself. Why am I going to school? Why do I need to be educated? Because if you don't know the reason for your education, you are not going to do what it takes to be educated. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that if you don't know your reason for going to school, you will find yourself that you will be easily distracted, and you will find out that you are not going to school for any purposeful goal, but just because others are going, or just because it is what is fit for you to do. You want to just please your parents or please the people that say you should go. That is why you go. Bro, no, that is not the mentality. Let me make you to understand. The only reason why you'll be distracted in school when people are learning, you are playing, you are doing this, is because you don't know why you are there. If you know why you are there, you are going to do what you're supposed to do. How will I put it now? You going to a party, you want to go and take money from somebody. If you get there, if you even see drink in the way, you might not drink. If you see somebody talking to you, you might just hear them and pass, because you have somebody you want to go and take money from. So that is where you just focus on. Once you get that money, once that money is already in your hand, then you can start thinking about any other thing. Education. Once you know that you are supposed to be educated to be able to be a pilot, you are going to be serious. You see, so some distractions won't really matter to you. Like, you won't see them as distraction. Like, you won't even see them attractive anymore, because you are started putting your eye on the prize, on a bigger prize. But a man that does not stand for anything will fall for everything. So what do you stand for? What you stand for will determine how you stand. Do you stand for holiness? Do you stand for righteousness? If you don't stand for righteousness, then you will fall for Babylon. You see, one of the greatest trick the devil plays on us is distraction. I'm telling you, distraction. You see, one of the strategies that the devil is using against us now is that it's not that he's even trying to make us hate God, or even make us rebel against God. No, he's trying to make us forget God. You see, let me make you to understand something. The Christmas day, the Santa, yes, Christmas is about Jesus, but why are they talking about Santa? Why is this? You get me? So now Christian is not based on Santa. Some people now, once they think about Christmas, they can't imagine Christmas without thinking about Santa. So Santa now have distracted them from what Jesus Christ came to do, his miraculous birth. If you check, that same Christmas day, some people don't go to church, but they will go to a party where there is Santa. Why? Distraction. This is a tactics of the devil, of Lucifer. He wants to distract us so that before we see the time have passed. That's why Jesus Christ said, "Let us walk while it is day." So because when it is night, no man can walk. Now that you are young, you have strength, you are vibrant, do the needful things. Don't be distracted, because when you grow to a certain age, oh my God, you will thank God that you actually did the right things at the right time, and you will enjoy the fruit of your labor at that time, your evening life. Well, let me share something to you. Let me share a story, a lesson, a life lesson. There was two times I have a mentor. My mentor, yes, he answers the same name with me, God's favor, and he told me something when I was still in let me just say secondary school. Yes, I don't go to class. Let me put it like that. I was still in the world. When I go to school, I will just stay at the back of the school, smoking or taking drugs or playing music or trying to do something that is not good. I don't know why. At that time of my life, I was very my head was not just down to the point that I even lost my father that period. So everything was just going very fast for me. So I was not even focused on anything. You see, so my director told me something that, guy, this school that you are missing this period now, you will see that later. You will come back to it too. I was like, no, I already, you get me now. But he told me something that shook me. He said, God does not skip process. That was stuck with me till today. Same now, I am born again and I started teaching at a school. And there is a subject that I don't teach. I purposely run away from it, or I will give him for him to teach, but he doesn't know. And it's a bad thing that I'm running away from that topic in English. It's called intonation. Yes, intonation, phonetics and transcription. So me dodging this topic, I don't want to teach it. I think that I've skipped that process now. I'm moving forward. Now I want to write jam, and I went to the lesson, and now I see the effects of my action. The class I wasn't going before in my secondary school now is affecting me now, because these things they are teaching me in the lesson to write the jam, they sound new to me. As in, I don't have most of the things that they are saying. Like most of the things they are saying, I don't even know them. So you can see that me, I thought that I have skipped the process in secondary school by not going to class, but now I'm here trying to write jam to enter the higher institution. But those things that I skipped now, it's now I see the importance of why I shouldn't have skipped class before. I'm working towards it now. Hold on. I told you that I was dodging a topic while I was teaching in primary school. That topic I was teaching, I was dodging because I don't understand. Had it been that I took time to understand it, that this one year that just passed now, I would have understand so much about phonetics that when I went to this same jam lesson where they were teaching me this phonetics, I was just hearing Spanish. It's just like something new. I cannot even understand. You see, but had it been that I've been teaching this before, it would have given me a heads up, a preparation for what is coming. So now that process I skip have come back to me, and now I have to learn it now. God does not skip process. You see, you now thinking that school is a scam, you don't want to go to school. But one day you reach, you will see the importance and you will go back to school. And by that time, I pray it should not be too late. That is just my prayer for you. That it should not be too late before you realize that you need to go to school. Because don't worry, God will show me. I thought that I was smart, I was thug, I was this, I was that. But bro, what is a big ball? What is a big dog? A big boy is somebody that has responsibility. It's not somebody that have the mentality of when we reach there we go cross am. How will you write your exam tomorrow? You are not prepared. Like you are just living real world. You know that is not a big boy. That is a childish character. A big boy is somebody that takes responsibility for his actions, for his future, for his goals, for his destiny. That is a big boy. If you check, when God was creating the earth, he actually he took his time. You see, he might just say, okay, everything creates once, right? I mean, now he might just say like that, but no, he did not. Why? Because everything has to come through process. I don't even understand. He had to create something on the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, and seventh day, and he did not create anything when he knows that there is nothing prepared for it. Just like he didn't create Adam before he created the garden. He had to create the garden first so that he put Adam inside. So he did everything in alignment with each other. He didn't just try to rush everything up. No, he had to do everything with due diligence. I don't know if you understand me though, but if you do, I'll be very grateful. So please guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel before, please subscribe. It's Timmy Israel Favor. Thank you for watching. Bye for today. Ayo, Favor keeps making effects.